guys. So welcome back to Fun Friday. And for the second case for this week, we are going back to, of course, Chicago. This case is kind of interesting because normally in these cases, when you hear about a parent killing their child, it's like the mother and father together, or it's like sorry, dad and his girlfriend, or like mom and her boyfriend type situation, or like the stepmom taking her anger out on the stepkids normally. This case is interesting to me because our perpetrators, killers, whatever you want to call them, is actually the father and the grandmother of the victim. So, definitely let me know your thoughts on this down below. If you know anybody involved in the case, especially the victim, definitely know your thoughts down below. And so, with that being said, I'm just going to quit my rambling. Sources down below as always, and let's go get started. So, Gizzell Kiara Ford was born on July 29th, 2004, to Andre Ford and Sandra Makara. So Andre, her dad, was actually born in 1984 and apparently suffered from a rare skin disease called scleroderma. And then Helen Ford, the grandmother, she was born September 1st, 1961. So I guess Sandra and Andre would eventually split because it said in 2009 he apparently tries to file for sole custody of Gizzell. Apparently Sandra would get sole custody of him in January 2010. He would get sole custody of her back after his claim that Sandra apparently was actually homeless. And then apparently he would go and try to claim that Sandra had a boyfriend and Sandra's boyfriend had raped Gizzell. And then apparently Gizzell did have an exam done, but those results of those tests aren't publicly known. And so I guess, like I said, Helen is Andre's mother. So I guess Helen was helping Andre raise Gizzell. And why I say help raise her is because she apparently, while being raised under Andre and Helen, apparently at one point Gizzell would be starting to die from kidney failure because they weren't letting her eat or even sleep. Apparently, that goes for drink too. So apparently, she had resorted to drinking out of the toilet, and she would actually get punished for drinking out of the toilet, despite not letting her drink literally anything else. Apparently, from what it seems like this happened multiple times. It said that her father had apparently tried. She apparently would have to be forced to drink her father's pee, and then there would be a sock stuffed in her mouth anytime that she tried to cry. And she also would be tied to a bed and had cigarettes burned on her. So on the fateful day of June 12th, 2013, essentially, police is called for Gizzell to help, but unfortunately Gizzell is already dead by this point. She is covered in burns and lacerations all over her body. Apparently there are like maggots that are in a part of her head, like literally on the part of her head. And it said that her cause of death was said to have been strangulation, which was later said to have been done by Helen. And so it said that Andre apparently actually died in August of 2014, so I guess he needed to get to go to trial. And then apparently, I guess also they were recording some of the abuse that they were doing because it said that some of those videos were actually played during Helen's trial. And so an older half-brother of Gizzell, which I would like to assume was the father, like this is the father's kid too, but it specified to say that half-sibling of Gizells, had apparently would testify in court that he saw Gizzell being hit with a spatula by Helen, forced to eat hot peppers, and sit in contorted positions for multiple hours at a time. So then, of course, in 2017, Helen is sentenced to life without parole. And so Sandra, who's Gazell's mother, and her father, so I guess Gazell's maternal grandfather, they filed a lawsuit against the state of Illinois and apparently a caseworker, because there was a caseworker that had actually went to the house, but apparently had, I guess, noticed the signs of abuse but didn't say anything. Then there was a doctor who apparently Kiara, Gizzell had went to 16 days before she died, so you can imagine all those bruises over her when she was found dead. They would have been on her, and that was not reported, and this girl died as a result. So then it said that they had won $48 million, and there's some sources saying they won $48 million each, like she got 48 and he got 48, or I don't know if that's 48 combined, but most sources are saying they got 48, just like one set of 48 million, if that makes sense. So yeah, with that being said, that is the case of Gizzell Kiara Ford. Like I said, the father and the grandmother, that's something I had never seen before. Normally, like I said, it's the two biological parents together. There's the parent and the step parent, or our mom and her boy, And so it's just, I kind of wish that Andre had got sentenced. It did, but yeah, I mean, for him to do what he did to his kid, and I'm assuming he didn't redeem himself before he died. I mean, we all know where he's at right now. So, and Helen, her ass being born in 1961, she ain't that far off from him. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Because there's an innocent child that's dead because of these two. So yeah, like I said, if you knew anybody involved in the case, especially our victim Gizzell, definitely let me know. And so with that being said, I cover fan females 3 times a week. Subscribe for more fan females. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm, I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string, you don't understand the pain it brings.